Last night, a young man was shot by the police. He died. We now know the story, but we need to keep remembering that a member of Victoria Police and an Australian Federal Police officer were stabbed. They are recovering. They'll be going through hell today. Their families will be going through hell. Their careers may well and truly be ruined because they could have easily been killed. And that is not something that you get over in a hurry when you're in that line of work. The AFP officer was stabbed in the face, stabbed in the shoulder and the abdomen. Thankfully, they both lived. Reports overnight and today say that the 18-year-old Newman Haidar attacked the officers outside a police station. Now, this afternoon, there's more information coming through from John Sylvester, crime reporter at The Age in Melbourne. Haidar was planning, so says the report, to behead a police officer and then drape his body in the Islamic flag. He had a smaller knife on him that he used to attack the police officers, and then, after he had been shot and killed, they had found the larger knife on him. But then this, you would have heard this statement that has come from the Islamic Council in Victoria. They are not helping here, not even close. This is what they said. You would have heard, Vossi was talking about this morning. They say that this should not have cost a young man his life. And then they called on the Australian government to deal with the root, quote-unquote, the root causes of alienation and disaffection. It's an incredible reaction. It should have said that we will be working with the Australian government to expose extremism. Today, we've got a mufti in Sydney saying that Muslims should be rejecting Islamic State every chance they get. People like Dr. Jamal Rifi, who organised the Muslims for Australia barbecue, they say the ones who need to be working inside the community are the Muslims themselves. And then you've got this rubbish coming out of Melbourne. Last night was an awful outcome. But after what had happened, after what this young man had started, it was the right outcome. It was the only outcome there could have been. If he went there to kill police and cut off their heads, again, have a think about these officers. They are in hospital today. They're trying to spend some time with their families, and they are going to have to live with this for the rest of their lives. And as I said, they may never work again. And one more thing to have a think about here. This bloke from Melbourne a couple of weeks ago who was selling the Islamic State flags, who didn't care, he made his money. Rob Boot was his name, and I had a chat with him when the story broke a couple of weeks ago.
But I just sell the flags. That's all I do. And I can't get through to you that I'm simply a salesman who sells stuff. I don't care what people... I will sell anything that you can't go to jail for. I couldn't care why people buy these flags.
Yeah, he didn't care. I think I talked to Rob Boot the other day for about 20 minutes trying to get through to him that selling this flag might incite something. And this flag, this image, is being used to recruit young men like this 18-year-old who was killed last night in Melbourne. And I wonder if Rob Boot has seen the reports, if he's heard about this young man, if he's heard about the AFP officer, if he's heard about the Victorian copper, if he's heard that this kid was carrying around knives with the very flags that he was selling and planning to kill a police officer and drape that flag over him. Maybe he's fine with it because the price has just gone up.